Join me, everyone. Let's catch the wave on Arirang Radio. Here we go, everyone. As usual, we are now back for Catch the Wave and K-Talk with 현우 선생님.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요, 현우 씨. How are you today?
I'm doing good. The weather's really nice outside, so I'm happy.
You're excited.
Yes.
And I'm also very happy to have you here. As you probably know, and as our listeners know, we are here to teach you some Korean expressions, and we are here to help you out with your Korean language skills.
Exactly. And therefore, we have two expressions to introduce as usual, right?
That's right. We have two expressions for the first hour.
Mm-hmm.
In the second hour, we will also listen to some of your audio clips and your voice messages, and we will answer some of your questions. So if you have any curiosity, any question marks in your heads about Korean language. Why do we say this? Or how do we say something? Or how do you pronounce maybe a certain word? Or maybe grammatically, why is it like this or like that? Well, anything, you can ask us and send us a message, and Hyunwoo will try to help you out in the second hour. Now, we're going to get started with the first expression here today. Please introduce it, 선생님.
Okay, the first expression is, it has something to do with your eyes, and it is actually 눈에 넣어도 아프지 않다.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit long, but it's not really difficult. So, 눈에 넣어도 아프지 않다.
Now, what does it mean exactly?
So, you know what 눈 means, right?
눈 is the eyes.
Yeah, and 넣다 is?
To put.
Yeah, to put or to put in somewhere.
In, yes.
And 아프지 않다 means it doesn't
hurt.
Yeah.
아프다 means to hurt. 아프지 않다 is the opposite, so not to hurt.
Yeah, so Adrian, can you think of one thing or like any kind of thing that you can put into your eyes,
yeah,
and then you wouldn't be in pain?
I don't know, eye drops.
Eye drops, okay. Anything else?
What can I put in my eyes? My lenses.
Lenses.
Contact lenses.
I'm not used to contact lenses, so for me, it's painful.
But everything else is painful. I don't see what I can put in my eyes that wouldn't hurt.
Well, for some people, apparently. There are things or people that they can put into their eyes and they wouldn't be in pain. So this phrase, 눈에 넣어도 아프지 않다, actually applies to little children or grown-up children too.
Little kids. So what do you mean? Like a kid is so cute?
Yes, exactly. So a kid is so cute, especially to their parents, that their parents would feel like they would be even able to
be putting them in their eyes.
Exactly, and then they wouldn't feel any pain.
So I guess it's just emphasizing how nice and how cute little babies or little kids are.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the fact that, you know, if someone is so cute, you want to look at this person really closely. Closely, more, you know, closer, and then you would eventually go into that person's eyes, right?
Yeah, I was trying to get close to 현우 선생님 and see what happens.
Overwhelming.
But it's true, when you like something, you want to get close to it, you want to look at it more and more. So I guess this expression stems from this natural reaction we have as humans.
Yes. Also, you know, as a young parent, you might have to work during the day, and you might have to leave your child at home alone, maybe
with a babysitter.
Yeah. So you actually wish that you could
put them in your eyes.
Yeah, put the child in their eyes.
Keep them next to you and have them there whenever you want.
Visible anytime you want.
Okay. Were you like that when you were a kid, Hyunwoo?
I have no idea.
You have to ask your parents.
I'm sure I wasn't.
Why?
I was a troublemaker.
Messing around.
Yes, all the time.
Okay, well, in any case, maybe some of you are like that. Maybe some of you are also parents, and maybe you have kids and children who are just too cute, even though sometimes they maybe are not so nice.
Yeah.
But still, in general, I think kids are amazing.
Yes.
And maybe you will use this expression.
Exactly. And if you do want to use this expression in a sentence, you can maybe say something like 저는 눈에 넣어도 아프지 않은 딸이 한 명 있어요. I have a daughter that I would be able to put into my eyes and I wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't hurt. Okay, so once again, if you want to say that someone is really nice or really cute, you can use this expression. And Koreans actually do use it, mostly for kids. You don't use it for adults.
Yeah, I think my parents would not use this anymore because
No.
I'm too big.
현우 선생님 너무 착해서 눈에 넣어도 안 아파요.
You can't say that.
That doesn't work.
And it will hurt if you put me into your eyes.
He's too big. All right, so that's the first expression for you today. We'll come back and we will introduce a second expression. If you have any questions, any curiosities, send us a message on Facebook, Catch the Wave, and also on arirangradio.com/Catch the Wave. Everything is online. The first song for today and for K-Talk with Hyunwoo is A Pink Lovely Day. A lovely day, A Pink, everyone, and we really hope, Hyunwoo 선생님 and myself, we really hope you are spending a lovely day here today, and we'll try to make it a little bit more bright with some language tips. We are introducing some new expressions, and if you have any questions, by the way, for Hyunwoo 선생님, any questions about Korean language, I know we have many listeners learning Korean, maybe on their own at home with some websites, including talktomeinkorean.com, but also maybe at school with a professor, with a teacher. If you have any questions, you can also ask our 선생님 here. In the second hour, we will answer some of your curiosities. Send us a message on Facebook or on arirangradio.com/Catch the Wave. Click on the message board, and there you go. Please, 선생님, can you introduce us the second expression for today?
Sure, why not? And the second expression is, it's a four-letter word.
It's
which
quite
is,
simple.
It's quite simple. 가시방석.
가시방석.
가시.
가시방석. So it's basically a combination of two words.
Yeah, 가시 and 방석. Do you like 방석?
방석?
Yeah.
I like to sit on a 방석.
Yeah, 방석. 방석 is like a cushion that you sit on, especially in Korean restaurants or at in Korean houses where you sit on the floor.
Yeah.
And 가시 is a thorn or a prickle that you
It
see.
hurts.
Yes, that you
It
see
hurts.
usually on the stems of
No.
a rose, right?
So you don't want to sit on a 가시.
Or 가시방석.
Oh, 가시방석, even worse.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a little drawing here. Hyunwoo's amazing drawing talents is showing off
I know
here. You
you're
can look
being
at the drawing
sarcastic
right
right
now.
now.
Yeah, if you look at the video of us in the studio, you can actually check out the drawing, and you can also look at the photo we posted on Facebook or on our homepage. Funny little drawings.
Yeah.
So basically, we have a little man sitting on a 가시방석.
Yes. So 가시방석, no such thing actually exists in the world. Like if you were to make one, they would, but it's not like something that people sell or people use here in Korea.
So how do you use this expression, and do you use it for someone or for a specific situation?
Yeah, the situation that you are in would be like sitting on a 가시방석, because, for example, if you're very uncomfortable and if you're having an interview, even if you're a little bit nervous, you wouldn't always describe the situation as sitting on a 가시방석 because, it's expected, right?
Yeah.
But when you're
it's normal to be a little bit nervous and a little bit stressed out when you go to an interview.
Yeah. But if you're in a situation where you're being a little bit criticized and you feel uncomfortable, everybody hates you, or the other person that you're talking to hates you, you want to get out of the place.
You want to leave the
possible.
room.
Yes.
You want to escape.
In that case, no matter how comfortable your cushion, the 방석 that you're sitting on can be, your 방석 will feel like it's made of thorns, right?
Okay.
So in that case, you can say, I'm sitting on a 가시방석, or I feel like I'm sitting on a 가시방석.
So basically, we use this expression to describe a very uncomfortable, unfavorable situation.
Yeah. So for example, if you know a secret of someone, and this another person, a third person, wants you to tell them the secret that you know, but you were about to tell the secret, like secretly, so somewhat secretly, and this person who the secret belongs to comes into the room.
in.
So this third person asks, okay, so tell me the secret that you were going to tell me. And this other person will look at you like, what secret are you talking about? In that case, you might feel,
know.
Yeah, oh, my
Maybe
chair.
next time. Oops, I have to answer my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you won't feel very comfortable, then you can mention this expression when you are uneasy about something.
Usually because of the person that you're sitting next to.
Yeah.
So in that case, you can say 가시방석에 앉아 있어요.
앉아 있어요. 앉다 is to be sitting.
Yes, to
down.
sit down. So 앉아 있어요 or 앉아 있는 것 같아요. I feel like I'm sitting on a
thorn cushion. Haha.
Have you done that before?
가시방석.
Have you experienced any situation?
Not
like
really. I mean, I try to avoid people I don't like. And I try to avoid people who put me in strange situations. Here at the radio, no, never. I've never experienced this. And I think my cushion here is very comfortable.
Yeah,
I
it
can
is
sit
very
here
comfortable.
forever. I think I am well accompanied here, so I have nothing to worry about.
Okay, that's good to know. Well, for me, I have experienced this a few times in my life.
Really? At work?
No, at home. One good example was when I gave my father a report card from university that was full of Fs. Like there were, I think, 2 A pluses and 4 Fs. Yeah. In that situation,
What did you do?
I just didn't
You
go
didn't
to classes.
study,
Yeah, I
huh?
didn't study. So in that case, I was feeling like I was sitting on a 가시방석.
Aha. Yeah. What did your dad say?
He didn't say anything. That was the problem.
I think he added more kashi to the pangsok.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
He made you feel even more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't want to put yourself in this situation, but if you are in a very uncomfortable position, then I guess you can use this. Or if someone makes you very uncomfortable, you can say 가시방석에 앉아 있어요. Okay, there you go. That was the second expression for you today. We'll be back, of course, in the second hour. If you have any questions for 현우 선생님, you can send those in. And if you want to send us your audio clips, you can also send them to us. We have the email address, catchkoreanwave@gmail.com. A self-introduction would actually be nice in Korean. Very simple words. 안녕하세요, your name, where you're from, how old you are, what you do, and perhaps also an expression we could use.
Yes.
좋아해요?
Yes.
뭐뭐를 좋아해요?
좋아해요 is a very simple expression that you can use. You can just put whatever you like, and then after that, just say 좋아해요.
Yeah.
Milk 좋아해요. Chocolate 좋아해요.
And then you
etc.
can maybe explain, maybe add one more sentence explaining why you like it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be back very shortly, everyone. Stay with us. The next song, Radi. 고마워, 고마워. Thank you, thank you. Yes, let's catch the wave. Welcome back, everyone. We are here just for you. We play Korean music, and today it's Friday, and we teach you some Korean words, and we help you with your Korean language skills.
Yes, we want to make it fun for you.
That's right. So now it's time for us to air some of your voice messages. We received quite a few on catchkoreanwave@gmail.com. The first one is sent to us by Rachel. Rachel from Seattle, Washington, USA. She says, 안녕하세요, Adrian and Hyunwoo. Attached is my clip for this week's episode of Catch the Wave. I love listening to Catch the Wave and talk to me in Korean. I also love to dance, especially hip-hop. I was lucky enough to take a dance class in Seoul last time I went to Korea to visit my family.
That's awesome.
That's quite nice. Hyunwoo likes to dance too.
Yes, I love
He's
dancing.
a b-boy. 감사합니다. And she signs Rachel, Seattle, Washington, USA. Why don't we listen to her short voice message and we'll talk about it.
저는 힙합 댄스를 좋아해요.
Very
That's perfect.
Yeah, short and sweet and perfect.
We actually asked you to use this expression with something you like.
Yeah.
저는 뭐뭐를 좋아해요.
Yes, and she said that she likes hip-hop dance.
힙합 댄스.
힙합 댄스를 좋아해요. Perfect.
Yeah. 저는 힙합 댄스를 좋아해요. 현우 선생님 뭐 좋아하세요?
저도 힙합 댄스를 좋아해요.
Yes.
I like hip hop dance too.
He likes b-boy, he
Yes.
likes hip-hop, and he rolls on the floor, he jumps on the walls too. Sometimes he breaks an arm, breaks a leg, but he doesn't care.
I care, but I still do
His
it.
wife is very angry. She gets very angry, but he's actually quite adventurous and he likes to take risks. So perfect pronunciation. I think you have been probably learning Korean for quite some time. Rachel was lucky enough to be in Korea, I think fairly recently, taking a dance class. How popular are dance classes here?
I think it's very easy to find a dance class if you visit Korea, if you have the right information. And many dance classes and many other types of classes in Korea, they also offer like one-time things too.
Okay.
So you can
Like
pay
a trial
like
session?
if you go to a dance school and tell them that you want to just try, they might not even charge you, you know. You can just watch, you can just try.
Test it.
Yeah.
See if you like it, if you like the professor, if you like the flow. And then you can register perhaps.
Yeah, so definitely look it up. Dance classes in Seoul,
Yeah.
maybe in Google, and then you'll find some information.
I actually had my cousin come to Korea recently and he was looking for some salsa clubs.
There are lots of salsa clubs in
And he
Korea.
found quite a few different styles, but he actually had a nice time. Here in the message, it's 저는 힙합 댄스를 좋아해요. Hip-hop dance is actually not a Korean word. It's hip-hop dance.
Yes, hip hop dance.
But we use it and we transform it into Korean pronunciation and we use it like that.
Yeah, hip hop dance.
Hip-hop dance, salsa dance,
Yes.
classic dance.
There's no other way to say this. Hip-hop
Or you can
dance.
say 춤.
춤 too,
춤
but
is also dance, is the Korean word for dance.
I
춤.
think it's more general of a term. So you can say 춤, but if you want to specify the genre, you can only say hip hop dance.
Hip-hop dance.
Yeah.
It sounds more cool when you say hip-hop
I
dance.
think so too.
Rachel, thank you very much. I hope you're having a great time over there in Seattle, Washington. And if you come to Korea to visit your family again, you can also visit us here at Catch the Wave in Seoul. Thank you very much. 감사합니다. Let's move on to the second person here with a very nice message, actually. I was looking at it. It's sent to us by Ceren or Seren, maybe, from Turkey. I'm 17 years old. I live in Turkey. I'm interested in Korean culture. I started to learn Korean 2 years ago, but because of school, I just had a chance to study in the summer vacations. So I think in total, I studied Korean for about 6 months or 8 months. I'm sending you my audio file, but I'm not really good at Korean yet, so I hope you can understand even though I make some mistakes. By the way, I'm really thankful to you. I learned amazing things because of you, and I know there are still a lot of things I'll learn from you. Thank you so much, and why don't we listen to the message? It's actually a long introduction of this person. We'll be back with some details.
안녕하세요. 저는 터키에 살고 있는 17살 제렌이라고 합니다. 만나서 반가워요. 저는 한국어를 좋아해요. 그래서 한국어 공부하기도 시작했어요. 아직은 너무 잘하는 편은 아니지만 열심히 공부해서 더 잘하길 바래요. 네. 그리고 감사한 마음을 보여주고 싶어서 이 녹음을 하고 있어요. Catch the Wave 그리고 Talk to Me Korean 선생님들 정말 감사드립니다. 제가 지금까지 배웠던 거 다 선생님들 덕분이죠. 정말 감사드립니다. 그리고 터키에서도 Catch the Wave 듣고 있는 사람들이 있는 거 잊지 마세요. 마지막으로 화이팅 하겠습니다. 네, Talk to Me Korean 그리고 Catch the Wave 화이팅!
화이팅!
네, 좋은 하루 되세요.
Wow.
Wow, that's a very nice message. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm speechless. That was perfect.
Yeah, and she was warning us to listen and to forgive her for some of her mistakes, but I think she almost made no mistakes.
Yeah, if I were to find out, I can only find one small mistake other than other than that, I can't find any mistakes.
Can you briefly maybe mention what she said?
So yeah, she
in the
introduced herself as Teren, 17-year-old girl in Turkey, and she says she's not good at Korean, but she is apparently really good.
She's very humble, just like Korean people, very
humble, and she hopes to improve her Korean by studying really hard. And in order to show her gratitude, she's recording this audio clip.
Yeah.
And everything that she learned in Korean. She learned it from Catch the Wave and Talk to Me in Korean. So she's thankful. That's what she said.
정말 감사합니다.
Yeah,
감사드립니다.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really great. Thank you very much. Very impressive. Only 17 years old.
And she studied only for 6 or 8 months.
Yeah, I think that's a great, great start. It's actually even more than a start. I hope you will be able to continue to learn Korean and maybe one day come here even to, I guess, maybe continue mastering the language.
Yeah.
Maybe some exchange programs once you reach university. But thank you very much. And we won't forget that in Turkey, we have many listeners and many people watching the program and listening to our shows. So don't worry, we will not forget you. 제렌 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
정말 감사합니다. Cheren, fighting.
Fighting.
Okay, so you can do the same, everyone. What was that little thing you wanted to correct, maybe?
In the second line, she said 공부하기로 시작했어요, which she meant to say, I started studying Korean, but 공부하기를 시작했어요, or 공부하기 시작했어요 is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. A little, very minor correction.
Very
for you.
minor, very minor.
All right, everyone, you can do the same. Send us your messages every single day or even every single week, anytime. We collect them and we air them on Fridays with Hyunwoo 선생님. We can also correct some of your mistakes. We give you some tips, some advice. Don't be shy. We won't be bad guys. We'll try to be as nice as possible. And you can even be with friends. I also like the fact that she added some music in the background.
Yes.
If you notice.
Very sweet.
Made it very smooth and poetic at the same time. We'll be back after the song break with some of your questions, and we will be giving you some insight. So stay tuned. This is Infinite with their song, Destiny. You're my destiny.
Do you believe in
Hyunwoo.
destiny?
Do I? Yes and no. Do you?
Not really.
Not really. You make your own destiny, don't you?
That's what I believe in.
If you work hard, then you'll have the results.
Yes.
Yes, no pain, no gain, of course. And maybe some of you are like that. Maybe some of you are working hard right now, learning Korean. We're here to help you out. We listened to some of your audio clips. You can always send us your messages. Once again, the email address is catchkoreanwave@gmail.com. And you can also send us your questions every single day and every single week about Korean language, about Korean culture. And Hyunwoo and I will try our best to help you out. We had some interesting messages, including a message we received last week from Charlie Melton, and we promised this person that we would answer the rest of her curiosities today. And so why don't we start with that, and then we'll move on to some of the other questions we received.
Sure, that's a good idea. So before we answered one of our questions, and we have 2 left.
Yeah.
And the first of the 2 left questions is, when do I use these words in Korean? And she mentioned 쉽니다, 씁니다, and 합니다. Yeah. So it's very simple. Whenever you say 입니다 or 읍니다, that's for like a formal speech. And that's the ending, the default ending for polite language, right?
Yeah, 하십니다.
하십니다. So forget about she for now, and whenever you have a verb, just drop the 다 at the end. For example, to go is 가다, so drop 가, and you have 가, right?
Yeah.
And then you add 니다, 갑니다. If you have the verb 하다, which is to do, drop 다, and you have 하, and you say 합니다. So,
합니다.
yeah, that's how you say it. So usually that's the ending. And then when you see she, that is because you want to add a little more, another layer of politeness.
Yeah, more respect.
Yeah, so 합니다 is I do or they do. But if you want to respect that person a little more, be a little more honorific, you add she there. So 하십니다.
하십니다.
Yeah, so
하십니다.
whenever you hear someone saying 십니다, that is, because they want to be really, really polite.
Okay, so that's to answer the first part of your question, Charlie. We also had a second part here. How do I say I like, love, dislike, or hate something in Korean?
I hope you don't have to say I hate you to someone.
I dislike.
Okay, so I like you is easy, or I like something is easy, right?
좋아하다.
좋아하다. So you say
좋아해요.
좋아해요 in the polite language. 좋아해요. And love something is 사랑해요. But if you want to say I love, for example, ice cream, I love this car, I love this program, you don't really say 사랑해요 because
Ice cream 사랑해요. You could, but we don't really use it very often.
yeah, 사랑해요 is usually reserved for romantic relationships. So
Sure.
you can say 정말 좋아해요, really like.
진짜 좋아해요.
Yes. So
무척 좋아해요.
that is I like and I love. And moving on to dislike.
Yeah. How do you say I don't like or I dislike something?
I dislike or I hate are the same. 싫어해요.
싫어해요.
Yeah, 싫어해요.
What do you dislike? 싫어해요.
저는
저는 비를 싫어해요.
아 그래요?
I don't like the rain.
저는 모기 싫어해요.
모기 싫어해요. 모기 is mosquito.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes.
I don't think anybody likes mosquitoes.
No. So 싫어해요 is to dislike or to hate.
Yeah.
You can actually use this for a person as well.
Yeah, yes, but
저는 이 사람 싫어해요.
저는 Adrian 싫어해요.
Yeah, I hate Adrian. 저는 현우 싫어해요.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so that's how you can maybe express your feelings. Thank you very much, Charlie, for your message. As promised, we answered the rest of your questions. We had some other people also joining us. Mary from Tunisia. In Korean language, is there something like a short form for words? I've been watching Korean dramas and they use 남친 or 여친 very often. Can you give us some details, Hyunwoo?
Well,
남친, 여친. What is it
남친.
short for?
남친 comes from 남자 친구.
남자친구 and 여친?
여친 is 여자 친구.
Okay, so basically you take the first syllable of each word and you put it together.
Yes, and that's boyfriend and girlfriend.
So 남자 is guy, 친구 is friend. You take the first syllable of 남자, so 남, and then you take the first syllable of friend, 친구, so 친,
Yeah.
and you put it together. So
남친.
남친,
남친.
남친, and you have a new word, and it's basically an abbreviation for boyfriend.
Exactly, and the
남친.
same applies to 여친, which is 여자, and 친구. And to answer the question of whether there are other examples, more examples of these short forms, yes, there are thousands or tens of thousands of shortened words.
Yeah.
A quick example is using the same word as 남자. So, you know, 남자 is a boy or a guy, and 고등학교 is a high school.
Yeah.
So I went to a 남고, sadly.
남고.
Yeah.
남자 고등학교. So boy high school.
Boys only high school.
Boys only high school.
Did you go to a co-ed or?
I went to Yogo.
Really?
No. I went to co-ed. I had
I see.
guys and girls in my school, so it doesn't work. But here in Korea, we have many also female-only or girls-only schools.
It's even.
For example, women's university is 여대.
I don't know.
여자 대학교.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about other countries whether they have women's universities, so please let us know. I'm really curious because I think Korea is the only place where I've seen women's university.
I know in France, back in the day, not right now, but a long time ago, they used to have boys' elementary schools and girls' elementary schools.
Well, elementary schools in Korea are usually, most of them are co-ed, all of them actually, and middle schools and high schools are usually separated. So,
but not anymore. Or still now?
Many of them are still
Really?
separated, yes.
Okay. Let me see here. We had another person, Lenny, asking us about 니가 내게, and she had a hard time finding it in the dictionary, and she was listening to some K-pop, and she heard these words. And she's asking us, is it the short term for 나에게, 너에게?
Uh-huh. Well, the standard word for you is no.
No.
And the standard word for toward or to or at is 에게, like when you're talking about a person. So 너에게 is the actual standard translation of to you, right? But nobody says 너에게 in real life because it's just too long. So people say
내게.
내게 or 너한테
너한테.
because it's more colloquial.
Okay.
Yeah.
내게 or 너한테.
Yes.
So indeed, sometimes it can get a little bit confusing because Koreans do use some shorter forms or some shorter expressions.
And I have to remind all the people out there who are studying Korean through K-pop or K-dramas that the lyrics and the drama lines are more closer to written language than to spoken language.
Okay.
So if you find a really nice line from a K-pop song and if you say it, people might think, oh, that's not really natural because it's more written language.
That's awkward.
It can happen. So please remember that, everybody.
Okay, but it's maybe a good way to have fun and enjoy Korean language. So let us know if you have any questions. We will answer more of your curiosities next week. You can join us on Facebook, Catch the Wave, and also on arirangradio.com/Catch the Wave. More expressions, more audio clips, and more answers for you next week. 현우 선생님, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me once again.
감사합니다. Let's wrap up K-Talk with Hyunwoo with some music here. Stay tuned, everyone. This is Yuna, One Fine Day.